Got the final piece to the tunnelram puzzle. This big ass air scoop. I still don't know how I feel about it. Kind of large. It's pretty cool though. Guaranteed to have to cut a hole in the hood to run that setup. This is what they call your Hilborn style. Except the old Hilborn style were just polished aluminum. This one's powder coated black. And it's got the fins polished off. Kind of matches these valve covers here. So those valve covers with that scoop make a pretty good look. I got the fuel lines, got all the linkage, got all the necessary shit to make it work. Some little fucking filters in there. I guarantee you they'll rob some horsepower. But I'm thinking, person just running around on the street, throw them filters in there, you'd be fine. You never know the difference. But at the track, or if you're just gonna put it on something you're only gonna drag race, just leave the fucking filters out and make some straps to hold the base down. And it had a big fucking foam. Had another one of these grills here and had a piece of foam the shape of that. And the foam sandwiched in between the two grills. But that looked pretty fucking restrictive also. So I just put one of the grills in, left the foam out. And you can see the filter, but who gives a shit? It'll breathe a hell of a lot better like that. But yeah, for any kind of racing or anything, definitely want to pull them filters out of there. Rig up a way to hold the base down without them. That's how it's made. It's got these two plates with a carb flange on them. It goes on the carburetor and you see the slots there. And the filter, put the filter on it and bolt it down to the carburetor, and that's what holds the base on. Then you screw the scoop to the base there. You got fucking like 8 screws holding it on. So yeah, you could shit can them filters and just make which that's what I'm gonna do actually. I'm gonna fab me up a couple of hold downs that'll bolt down in place of the filters, but just be like a big thick wire or some sort of thin strap. This tunnelram, the way these fuckers are made, this Edelbrock in particular, the rear carburetor sits about a half an inch lower than the front carb, and the scoop is made for them to both be level. So I had to get creative and use a base off a little air cleaner and shit, and make it a extension to get it up there where it needs to be. But it worked out. But yeah, I went went to put that sumbitch on, and it had a funny fit. It wasn't gonna work at all. But adapt and overcome. That son of a bitch is on there. I always liked them type of scoops. Them were popular back in the 60s, 70s. Blowers and tunnel rams and shit. Which the black one wasn't. That's kind of a little nod to modern shit. Back in the day, people just left them aluminum. Which I started to just get the aluminum one, but since the engine I'm putting this tunnel ram on is going to be all black, with black valve covers and shit, I figured might as well get the black version. Just black out the whole fucking engine. This is not the engine this shit's going on. It's just a mock-up. This unit would look pretty good in its own right. It's a pretty badass engine. It just needs freshened up. It needs to be taken apart and gone back through and put back to get cleaned up, put back together. Throw some new rings and bearings and shit in it. Be ready to go again. Our blueprint heads. 200cc runner blueprint from a few years back. Pretty good heads. Of course, these been fucking milled, and I think they got a 205 valve in them too. So they've been tuned up a little bit. They flow a little better than out of the box. They're probably 10 years old or so. I'm prepping all the parts for this big block. That's the nightmares, getting every fucking thing ready. All the little details, getting ready for the big show. But I about got it knocked out. I still gotta go back and rewash all my fucking parts and shit, because some of it been sitting around for a couple years. So, fucking hand wash everything. Probably in the sink in the house. I was looking at some old PR fucking shit about these things from back in the day. And they said they had forged main caps. So, most fucking engines got cast iron. Some got nodular iron. These are fucking forged fucking caps, allegedly. So that's a bonus. And they were also thicker than regular production car shit. They were touting them up pretty good. This was some brochure from like fucking late 60s or so. Look at this big fucking scoop. It looked pretty good poking through the hood or something. Or under a big fucking hood scoop. But there's the whole tunnel ram set up. Now I just gotta figure out what I want to put it on. There it is.